Hi everyone. Last Friday on the 13th of February, I went and saw two movies at the cinema. I went and saw Wuthering Heights and also Whistle. And so here's my review on both of those two movies. But first up, here's my review of Wuthering Heights. So what I usually do is when I'm about to make a review for specific movies, I'll usually take notes down and then discuss during my review. So sit tight, and here's my review of Wuthering Heights. Emily Bronte's Storm-lashed Moors returned to the big screen in the 2006 adaptation of Wuthering Heights, and this latest version proves that the tragic romance at its core still has the power to unsettle and devastate modern audiences. Like its source novel, Wuthering Heights, the film plunges viewers into a world where passion curdles into obsession and love refuses to rest, even in death. From its opening frames, the movie's rich in gothic atmosphere and dread. The windswept landscapes feel less like a backdrop and more like a living, breathing force. Pressing in on the characters, the old manor house looms with quiet menace, its corridors echoing with memory and resentment. There's a tangible heaviness to every scene, as if the air itself is sick with unspoken words and resolved longing. Also, the cinematography in this movie is just beautiful. The tones are rich in orange and blue, creating a striking visual contrast between warmth and, I'll say, cold isolation. Sunsets bathe in the moors in fiery amber, suggesting the burning intensity of Heathcliff and Catherine's bond, while moonlit scenes are washed in icy blues that reflect the emotional desolation left in love's wake. This interplay of colour underscores the film's emotional landscape, passion, loss locked in eternal struggle. At its heart, this adaptation is a great movie about longing for lost love and grief after the death of that person. Heathcliff's anguish is not portrayed as simple villainy, but as a raw, festering wound. His inability to move beyond Catherine's death becomes the engine of the narrative, driving him towards cruelty while also revealing the depth of his despair. The film lingers on quite intimate moments, glances across windswept hills, trembling hands, whispered confessions, so that when loss finally strikes, it becomes too unbearable for Heathcliff's character. Also, the acting in this is superb. I'm not usually a fan of Margot Robbie, but in this she's fantastic, and all the cast in this is just wonderful. The movie does sort of lose a little bit of its gothic atmosphere in the middle, and becomes a more of a straight out romance movie, but the gothic atmosphere comes back towards the end, and with the shocking and grotesque final of the movie, which I really liked. It reels that whole gothic atmosphere and despair right back in to the movie, and it kept my interest again. So that's what I really liked about this movie. The gothic atmosphere is just beautiful to look at.